Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe out there. There is a lot happening in the crypto world, the stock market world, the finance world. All of this is going on because of the situation that's obviously getting worse in Ukraine and Russia. It's terrible what's going on over there. We'll go through everything now. You've got all of this stuff happening with SWIFT and Russia being blocked over there now. It's pretty full on, guys. We'll get into some interesting news updates as well. Thank you very much to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. If you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because I love doing these videos on a daily basis, documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and yes, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth, which we are well and truly on our way. Also, if you can watch this video straight through, give it a good old thumbs up. It would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you do that. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take what I say in these videos as financial advice. You need to do your own research. It's very important. I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. And me, my golden #1 rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. Yes, we don't like to lose, but you can lose money like that, especially in cryptos, all right? So please be careful, do your own research. All right, formalities are out of the way. It is Monday morning. I've been watching the news literally all weekend, CNBC, CNN, Bloomberg, Fox News. I've been watching live coverage over there in Ukraine at the moment. It's pretty full on what's happening over there. There has even been some talks about, nuclear stuff going on there with Putin. So very scary stuff, man. I hope it doesn't get to that point, for humanity's sake, for real. Anyway, so this is interesting, guys. This is from John Deaton and Pump. I'm going to read these now. This is from their quotes. On March 12, 2018, Brad Garlinghouse spoke publicly about Ripple using XRP to replace SWIFT. That was 4 years ago. Now we're in 2022, guys. This is happening. The switch is already being flicked right now. The world is moving towards SWIFT and digital currencies, blockchain. Russia's being stopped from using SWIFT right now. They've been blocked by all countries around the world. And they will most likely move to cryptocurrencies and blockchain. This is happening right now. The switch has been flicked. Straight up. We're moving in towards Iso2022, the new world. Straight up. And you've got this awesome quote here. So the United States and their allies just announced that they are cutting multiple Russian banks off from the SWIFT payment system. The world will never be the same, and I agree, and alternative payment systems are about to become much more valuable. Pomp. All facts, guys. Who is still asleep? And it's incredible to think that people around the world are still thinking that legacy banking system, such, like, when you go to your normal bank, you take out cash, that is not going to exist in the next few years. I'm telling you, like, we will not be holding physical cash. And more importantly, my post yesterday, I said, we need decentralized crypto more than ever in 2022 and beyond to have complete control of our money. I couldn't agree with that, my statement, more than ever right now, because look at what's happened in Canada. Look at what's happening over there in Russia and Ukraine and all around the world. Banks and institutions are controlling our money. They are locking people out, limiting the amount of cash you can get out of your ATM. I saw posts from, these poor people and, normal everyday citizens that have been literally locked out of using their debit card or credit cards. They can't get access to their money. I've seen some people on Twitter that have literally only now got cryptocurrencies in, their secure wallets, which is decentralized. It's not controlled by anyone. So I think more than ever, we need crypto, because this day and age, there's a lot happening out there. And I think there's going to be a lot more control put on our money. Just putting it out there, it's happening right now. And I think it's only going to get worse as the year goes on and years to come. This is why we need cryptocurrencies, right? And everyone's trying to regulate it and govern it, because they know where the general public obviously are ahead of all these governments and institutions. So I'm just putting it out there. It's pretty incredible. But let's get into CoinSpot today, and then we'll get into some news. This is where I buy my cryptos in Australia. There is a referral link below. Please feel free to use that. You can get $10 in Bitcoin. Do your own research. These prices are in Australian dollars, and the rest of my video is set to US dollars on CoinMarketCap and TradingView. So we'll get into this now. Bitcoin's sitting at 53,000 Australian dollars today. It is down 2.65%. Although it's not too bad, I would have thought, given the news that's happening over there in Europe and Ukraine and Russia, I would have thought the market would have been a lot worse. It hasn't been that bad, to be quite honest. Ethereum's sitting at 3,700. XRP's $1.02. Going to get into some updates about XRP. There's been a lot happening on Twitter in relation to the SWIFT and the whole thing about Russia being blocked out of that. Cardano is $1.22. You've got Luna at 103, Solana's 122, AVAX 107, Polkadot $24, Dogecoin 17 cents. You've got Shiba Inu down as well. Polygon Matic at $2.07. You've got Crow at 56 cents. You've got Cosmos at 38. Link $19. Tron is at 8 cents. You've got FTT $59. Near Protocol at $12. Algorand, banking coin, guys, $1.13. You've got Stellar at 25 cents, another banking coin. Mana's at $3.65. Hedera's at 29 cents. Some good opportunities right now to dollar cost average into. FTM, $2.27. I am staking that on CoinSpot. You've got Sandbox at $4.14. You've got Axie Infinity at $68. You still can get 64% APY on CoinSpot, which is really nice, guys. VeChain is at 6 cents right now. Theta, $3.93. What else we got here, guys? Iota, banking coin, $1.01. You've got Aave at 187. You've got Gala at 33 cents. Harmony One is, has been trending on social media, which is really interesting. 20 cents. You've got the Graph at 48 cents. Neo is at $28. Quant, 151. Good entry point now. It's down nearly 3.4%, which is nice. Engine at $1.96. What else we got here, guys? Curve is at $3.12, and you've got XDC sitting at 7 cents right now. Iso2022 compliant token at 7 cents. That is incredibly cheap. It is a monster project. I'm going to fill my bags. I'm going to get some today, actually, because I want to just keep dollar cost averaging, because I think XDC is going to be an absolute monster of a project. Now, if we go to the news today, there is a lot happening at the moment. Let's go to Crypto Bubbles and refresh right now on the day. The only ones that are pumping, obviously, are Uni, File, or Phil, and FTM, is down. AR is the only ones. The rest of them are in the red today. I'm not really worried about that. Uniswap here is obviously up. Obviously, I'm not invested into Uniswap as well. Let's just keep scrolling down here. Ripple opposes the SEC rhetoric about confidentiality of regulators' documents. So I'm losing my mind here. Anyway, let's keep scrolling down here because there's some updates about Ripple in this case. It is going in Ripple's favor. There's a lot of documents that are coming out today on the 28th. Today's the deadline for the end of discovery. This is going to be fascinating what comes out of this case, guys, in the next day or so. But again, that's tomorrow in Australia, and it's going to be very fascinating to see what happens here. So Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founders Chris Larsen filed an objection to Justice of the Peace Sarah Netburn against the SEC's motion for a partial review and clarification of the DPP decision. This was announced by lawyer James K. Phelan, the legend. So again, this happened last week. So the company claims that the regulator is trying to get a second consideration of the issue because it is dissatisfied with the court's decision. Very interesting. The term used by the SEC suggests that at this stage, respondents will not be able to see the submitted data. If the judge deems them important to the process, they will be made public at a public meeting. So we can see here, Ripple petitioned for the disclosure of Roisman tapes in early February 2022, last December. The official announced that he would leave his post at the regulator, which is interesting. The company claims that these documents are not subject to DPP and therefore must be submitted to the court and presented to the public, which is going to be very interesting when this stuff comes out. According to lawyer Jeremy Hogan, Ripple's actions could be a serious blow to the SEC strategy. I can't agree with you more. And again, this is basically them coming out swinging here. Jeremy Hogan said that. So, wow, I was expecting Ripple to go in big, and the memo did not disappoint. This is the toughest statement in the entire trial, and rightfully so. The SEC has spun a tangled web. I do not expect a judge to help the commission to get out of it, Hogan wrote. Last week, Ripple disclosed advice provided to it by law firm Perkins & Coie. In 2012, the documents claim that XRP token is not a security, and it is not a security. Straight up. And obviously, you've got all this stuff happening with Russia at the moment. There's been some interesting tweets from King Solomon, so thank you very much for that. Go give him a follow. Obviously, he found some incredible documentation there, basically stating that Russia was using XRP Ledger and trialed it for, basically in 2018. And they've already done that, and it could be implemented again, obviously given the fact that now Russia has been blocked off from SWIFT from many angles, from many countries. It's very interesting, guys. So Ripple versus SEC Hopium continues to keep XRP investors excited. Well, it's not Hopium, it's fact. So Ripple supporters have grown confident about the winning as the ongoing lawsuit continues to make headlines even after 13 months. The effects of the same are visible on the network despite a tense market structure. Activity hasn't come down. So again, XRP is still trending, guys. So SEC denied. That's because they got denied from their last motion there, which is really interesting. The judge just basically said in one word, denied. I'm going to keep scrolling down here for the news. Let's have a look here. Obviously, you've got here share markets brace for volatility as SWIFT sanctions target Russia. I think there's going to be a little bit of volatility here, but guys, this is inevitable. Great buying opportunities right now, and this is obviously to do with all markets, crypto and stocks. So Wall Street drew buyers after a recent tumble, but some investors believe buying the dip this time may be far riskier than in the past as markets face geopolitical strife and a hawkish Federal Reserve. So basically, the interest rates rise has been put on hold, and for obvious reasons, they haven't announced anything. They've put everything on hold for the moment, given the situation over there in Russia. So, it's leaving a lot of investors on the fence about whether or not to put money into it. But I think we're going to see, still growth in all markets, and people are going to be buying the dip. Very, very interesting to see what the Federal Reserve does with interest rates, both in the United States and here in Australia. So we'll see what happens here. The benchmark and S&P 500 surged more than 6% on Thursday's lows to close higher on the week after investors swooped on following sharp declines on the heels of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So it's going to be fascinating to see what happens here. So again here, Russia banks cut off from SWIFT and Ukraine receives outpouring of crypto support. There's been a lot of donations going to Ukraine and the people there in crypto, and which is really nice as well because they're able to use cryptocurrencies. And I think eBay has just announced that they are going to start using cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. I think we're going to start to see this now transition into cryptocurrencies now as a form of payment. So people will actually be able to use their cryptos to buy and live and buy, everyday items, which is going to be incredible. So this is happening right now. The transition is occurring as we speak. Now, let's just go and have a look at some other news here. Now, the UBF, is in relation to Iso2022. This is very fascinating. This is based in the UAE. So Banks Federation, UBF, the sole ununified voice and representative of the UAE together with SWIFT. So they're basically holding a webinar talking about how the adoption has to take place here. Financial institutions will need to work on a complete plan for Iso2022 adoption, including gathering requirements, high-level design, budget and training, noted at a webinar, guys. So this is happening right now, and I keep talking about the Iso2022 switch. This is, the five coins that are, obviously compliant with this. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk about these cryptos not, being generally, incorporated in terms of, SWIFT and all that, but they are going to be part of Iso2022. And I think now that all of this stuff going on with SWIFT and XRP, Ripple, XDC, Xlm, they are all going to be integrated now as, this is the new world that we're moving in towards, guys. And again, I keep talking about them on this channel. Ripple, XDC, Stellar Lumens, Iota, and Algo. You've also got Quants as well. So this is all happening right now, and you've got to pay attention to these five coins. You really do. Now, if we go to Twitter today, Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, it is at a extreme fear right now at 26. Good time to buy the dip, guys. So thank you, XRP Crow, for this one. This is called a bridge currency, bridge crypto. That's in the fact what Ripple is trying to do with XRP. This is Genza here, that man, which we don't really like. So basically, that is called a bridge currency, bridge crypto. In fact, it's what Ripple is trying to do with XRP. More recently, in 2018, they rolled out a prototype of using a crypto token, XRP, as a bridge currency. Straight up, it's a currency. No need to go any further than that, man. So you've got how Ethereum, this is interesting as well. There's a lot happening here with Johnny Deaton. This is all coming out in relation to the SEC. So how ETH became the only game in town. So we received a tiny bit more of the Hinman deposition, which is interesting. He sent an email to Joseph Lubin, this gentleman right here, obviously co-founder of Ethereum. So we don't know much. We don't know which meeting with Lubin the email refers. Notice how Ripple's lawyer asked Clayton, directed Hinman to reach out to Lubin. So you've got here, okay, directing your attention to the email you sent to Joe Lubin. That's reflected on page of Exhibit 17. That ends with 1,454. Do you see wrote to Mr. Lubin at 2:06 p.m.? Yes. Did Chairman Clayton ask you to reach out to Mr. Lubin? He said, not to my recollection there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. This is going into another space right here. You've got Digital Soldier. Thank you for this tweet here about the liquidity crisis we are about to face. This is going to happen. Ripple has seen it for years, as this analysis is more than relevant today. This is basically from Ripple's direct website here. So international transactions already face hurdles and delays because of country-specific regulations and currencies. Exchanging one currency for another introduces a price and time variance that could impact pricing each side of the exchange. This erodes the stability of the transaction, therefore liquidity, and increases risk and cost. This is happening right now. As a result, financial institutions must pre-fund Nostro accounts at each side of the transaction. They're wanting to use this for XRP, by the way, in the native country's currency, guys. So these account balances in a local currency improve liquidity by lowering the risk for the parties transacting. So the cost and complexity of holding these accounts around the world is one reason why only a handful of banks can process global transactions. The burden of maintaining Nostro accounts worldwide is simply unsustainable for most organizations. Small to mid-sized banks and payment providers instead pay a fee to use an international transaction system of their larger brethren. So obviously, like bigger companies can use Swift and whatnot. So digital assets can be used to lower the cost and improve the spread of liquidity for these cross-border transactions. This is especially true in emerging markets where the cost of the currency exchange is high and the trading volume is low. A digital asset designed for enterprise can take place of Nostro accounts and offer on-demand liquidity, XRP. This is possible because the digital asset serves as a universal currency, instantly and cheaply changing any payment into its needed local currency. This is what's happening right now. It's unbelievable, guys. Iso 2022 is coming out. August, the trial is starting, and it's being fully implemented by November. Straight up. Now, this is interesting as well. The sentiment scale here, the mention tracker as well. So if you go here, this is on Reddit. I found this interesting. So you can see here the most talked about cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, BNB, LRC, XRP is up there as well in the top 10. Crow, Shiba Inu, USDC, USDT, Solana, USD Tether, BUSD, Harmony One, and Algorand, and DOT. Very interesting, guys. Keep an eye on that as well, because I've been talking about Harmony One for a while. I am holding it. You've got the X Trinity right here, guys. XRP, XDC, XLM. I'm telling you, these projects are going to absolutely go parabolic once we receive some further clarification. Coming out on the 28th, tomorrow in the United States in this case. It's going to be fascinating. So this is from Ripple. If Nostro accounts are eliminated, the offsetting asset for the transfer of liability money would be XRP. That is on their website. This is interesting here. Settlement through digital assets, XRP. Future release here, guys. So this arrangement allows the transacting banks to settle payments using XRP as a digital asset. XRP's reach into exotic corridors and an average daily trading volume higher than most exotic currencies makes it an ideal bridge asset for settling. Straight up. Transactions between banks. In this arrangement, each bank holds XRP as a fungible liquidity pool that can be used for payments within a number of exotic corridors without the need to hold Nostro accounts in those currencies. With XRP eliminating the need for banks to have Nostro accounts or foreign currency exposure, this arrangement is ideal to be used for exotic corridors, guys. This is incredible right here. Bank A, XRP ledger, Bank B. So basically all the banks would need to hold XRP. So you can imagine what's going to happen if, these 11,000 banks using Swift right now make the switch over to Ripple and XRP. Probably just goes, to show why the SEC's gone after Ripple, because they know it's already being used by banks and institutions. And I just want to go to this tweet here from King Solomon here. I'm going to skip a few things right here, but this is incredible. Thank you for this tweet. Have a look at this tweet right here, guys. So in the first half of 2018, the Bank of Russia's Novosibirsk, there, forgive me if I can't pronounce that right, so innovative laboratory conducted research on testing the possibility of cross-border settlements using Ripple platform. How amazing is this, guys? The system technology assumed that settlement participants had special accounts opened in national payment systems and addressed in the Ripple network. A reflection of its operations in national payment systems could be performed both after each transfer and at the end of the trading day or at certain intervals, which is really interesting, guys. So based on the research results, it was concluded that Ripple platform can be considered on the basis for starting work or on creating a system of cross-border settlements, provided that the following organizational, legal, and technical issues are resolved. Used for XRP transfers or equivalents of fiat currencies issued by each participant, the national bank. Determination of mechanism of reconciling balances between the accounts of Ripple participants and the national payment system. Use of embedded cryptographic solutions on the Ripple network. Development of a procedure for determining cross rates for internal currency of Ripple XRP when deciding to use XRP as an interstate settlements, guys. Maintaining correspondence directories between the addresses of the accounts of Ripple network participants and the accounts of banks they serve in national payment systems. Guys, this is mega. So again, they could maybe switch over to Ripple now. We're not 100% sure what's going to happen there, but they could literally do that, right now, given the situation going on in Ukraine and Russia. So it's incredible to see what's happening there. What else we got here, guys? The fifth prong in the Howey test, the decentralized prong. Him went back in time and added that in. This is an interview here with Mr. Lubin. So go watch that on my channel. I'm not going to get into that now because it'll take too long. So again, this is much bigger than even the SWIFT shutdown, guys. Russia made the mistake of holding its assets on computers where others have root access. So this is big. So with the key press, they got shut down. So quoted here was the retrospect much more than a threat to them than NATO. So Russia's central bank had over $640 billion in foreign exchange reserves as of Feb 18 this year, much of it held in computers in Western central banks and cities such as New York, London, and Frankfurt. So this is mega. Unbelievable, guys. So again, another tweet here from Ukraine here, received $1 million worth of Bitcoin from a single donation. That's incredible. Over $7 million was raised to Ukraine in the last 24 hours. That's obviously because of cryptocurrencies. Everyone talking about SWIFT recently. Let's see how RippleNet compares to cross-border payments giant. And it is an absolute monster right here. It's a little bit blurry, so you've got the comparisons here, Ripple and SWIFT. Again, it's going to be changed, guys. It will definitely be changing very soon. This is happening right now. And again, this is the article here. Tomorrow is the end of the discovery for XRP. 28th is tomorrow. Lawsuit, it could be over any day or any week. We know XRP isn't a security, and that's a fact. The evidence so far has shown XRP is not a security. This is going to get very interesting and very exciting for holders, and I agree with you. You've got 400 million XRP has been transferred by Ripple and several anonymous wallets. Things are coming, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be incredible. Now let's go to TradingView right now. You can see on the total crypto market when this refreshes, we are in the green at the moment, guys. A little bit of a downturn because it's again Monday morning here in Australia and it's Sunday evening in the night. In the United States and around the rest of the world. So again, the market's going to be very quiet right now. Now, just going to XRP right now, paired with USD Tether. Let's open this up. And again, the linear regression line is going straight up on the daily chart right now. It hasn't been overbought or oversold on the RSI. I'm still learning all this technical analysis stuff, guys. I am getting into it, obviously, but my perspective is the news because that's what affects crypto prices, really, when you think about it. It's all to do with news. And if you're day trading and, wanting to trade crypto, of course, you need to know technical analysis. But again, I just focus on the linear regression line on the daily. It's up. And again, I think we're going to see some pretty crazy stuff coming out in the next 24 to 48 hours, given the fact discovery ends on the 28th, which is really nice today. Let's have a look on coin market cap right now. Total market cap is 1.7 trillion. $82 billion in volume. You've got 41% BTC, 18% Ethereum, 17,800 cryptocurrencies. It has grown. We're in the red today, guys. Again, the gainers are Uniswap, Filecoin, Rwave, Terra, Pax Dollar, and that's it. Now, if I go to my portfolio, wait for it to load right now, you've got Bitcoin sitting at 37,000 USD today. Again, in the last 24 hours, it is down 3.35%. XRP, again, very bullish on 4%. It is down to 72 cents USD. I think that's incredibly cheap. Cardano is 85 cents today. Still, I think Cardano is a great project for long-term investment. I've seen price predictions in the 3 digits, which is incredible. Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Polygon Matic, Tron, Near Protocol, Mana, Stellar XLM, another Iso2022 compliant project, guys, 18 cents right now. It's incredibly cheap. Hedera is at 21 cents. You've got Sandbox, VeChain, Theta, BTT, Harmony One, Gala, The Graph, Neo. These are all my holdings, by the way. Neo, Amp, Theta Fuel, Oasis Rose, Holochain, Ecomi. I love Ecomi, guys. I'm still going to do a video on the transition from GoChain to ERC20 to see, get obviously the whole process down pat. So if you guys want to do that, you can. Going to do the video on that very soon, guys. XDC, guys, at 5 cents right now. Iso2022 compliant project. Very bullish right now, just filling my bags with that. Anchor, Seacoin, Ravane, Nervous Network, MetaHero, Talcoin, Digibyte, Superfarm, Winlink, XYO. XYO 2.0 is being released today. Obviously 28th tomorrow in the United States. Going to be fascinating to see what happens there with XYO, and it is available on CoinSpot, which is nice. UFO Gaming, Constellation DAG, Reserve Rights, Reef is under a cent right now. It is insanely cheap. I'm filling up my bags because I think DeFi is going to make a very big comeback this year. VThor, Electronium, Digital Pound Foundation, guys, you can't go past Electronium right now, under a cent. Proton XPR, I am holding all these coins, guys. Veracity, I love it because of Web 3.0 and the metaverse. I think, it's going to be really beneficial for online creators and content creators to not get scammed from views and so forth. So Veracity is an incredible project. I am staking that on CoinSpot. You've got Kin, Star Atlas, Acropolis, Gas, Ubix Network, Olympus DAO, I think is a rug pull. Just seeing what happens with that, guys. I did put money into that and I've lost it, so just be careful. This is why you got to do your own research, and Pitbull's just a gamble for me. That's pretty much it for my entire portfolio and update today. Swift, XRP, all the banking coins, guys, are going to be very big this year. Let's talk about it in the comments. Stay safe. Have a good weekend on Sunday evening and a good Monday morning. All right, peace. Bye.